Let's start this video out with a hot take, alright? The best Chaos God is Papa Nurgle. Don't even have to question it, alright? You become one with your maker. You're not just a number, alright? He will give you boons, give you extra appendages, horns, thicker skin, run faster, may puke a lot, may slip in some sludge, you might just put your hand through your buddy's gut. I'm just saying, I get it, I understand that part, but wouldn't it be fun to play with the Nurglings, just to hang out with them? Those guys they just seem like good dudes. No, but guys, today we're going to be checking out a game. It doesn't unfortunately feature Nurgle. Please, developers, please, add the Nurgle faction. Please, alright? Papa Nurgle's waiting. Alright, so, with that being said, today we're going to be checking out Warhammer 40k Battlesector, more specifically, the DLC, Astra Militarum. I absolutely love this game. This is not even a joke. I don't know how the community is going to receive this. I'm a huge Warhammer fan. I've never been a huge Warhammer 40k fan. I've done the tabletop thing. This follows that, and I'm telling you right now, you guys will love this. If you love turn-based, if you love the lore, if you love conquest, where you're taking out the enemy and stuff, you're in like a tug of war on a map. This DLC and the factions that this game has will provide that. And obviously this game's been out for a little while. It's been 3 years, which isn't crazy, but in that time they've added a bunch of DLC to it, so a lot of different factions, a lot of different things you can do. And yeah, everyone's customizable. You can make your units out to be what you want them to be. So without further ado, guys, let's check out the DLC Astra Militarum. In this DLC, it's going to not only provide the Astra Militarum faction, but it's also going to provide a new mode that is more conquest-like, called Planetary Supremacy. It's pretty simple. Establish your base, take control of re-sources, and obliterate the enemies. It's actually a bigger map where it's going to show hex grids, and every turn you get to upgrade your units, you get to re-establish what type of units you put out on the field, as well as the different tiles to take on neutral factions. You pick your faction. We're going to be obviously Astra Militarum, and then we have to pick 2 enemy factions that are going to try to meet us in the middle or take us over. Let's face the orcs and the Tau. Of course, there's a lot of other options here. If you really hate the Necrons, you can always face them. I take it back. The Tau and Khorne. Anyways, you don't have to face these specific factions. You can change it here. Like if I say fight against allies, you can actually take on the allies and see how Astra Militarum would actually fare. You can also design the planet however you want for whatever type of climates and so on, generated maps. You can customize it however you want, and of course, the difficulty of these. Let's go to a Lieutenant, alright? Again, I've only played for 5 hours, but hey, why the hell not? So this is the start here, right? We have ourselves the entire map. We have at the top right and top left corner. I did it backwards here, but nonetheless, there's both the factions. Every turn we get 2 action points, which allows us to do 2 things. For instance, the first turn, we wouldn't be able to do this, but there are 2 options in the bottom left-hand corner that are HQ upgrades and then reinforce. So with the HQ upgrades, you can upgrade your faction. You can add new units here. If you know the Astra Militarum, they are literally, you slam World War I and World War II. You mix the two, like if they had a baby in the in-between, that's what this faction would be, except also in space. Let's just get that out of the way as well. They fight a lot of conflicts throughout the galaxy. They are met on most fronts, and they pretty much overwhelm their enemies with superior firepower. And if you were to make a mistake and try to run, then your commissar will kill you in the process. So yeah. Now the mix and match portion of this is you take a unit and you'll see some of these upgrades. All these upgrades are different interchangeable weapons that you can use on your unit, so it's really cool. The reinforce here, this is the units that we have available as of right now. These are units that we can add to our pool of soldiers and mechs and so on. I gotta love that armored sentinel. This is one that's really good. Right now he has a heavy flamethrower, which you can burn through the enemies. We have a 2 range with that. It does just a solid damage to any kind of like infantry type of units. Tanks and whatnot, not exactly the best, but it does its job. You have these entrenched weapons here. The heavy weapon squad, these guys are nuts too. You can get the upgrades for like the laser cannon. The commissars, again, really sweet. They have the blades and whatnot. They're really cool. They can execute one of the units. It'll give you momentum. Now momentum, when you reach to 100 momentum on any unit, you end up getting a special ability through the fight, okay? So this is one of those things you can buff this guy really heavy. You also have what we would consider your shock troopers. They are the cannon fodder of the bunch. Mixed variety here. They all have different voice lines too, which is really cool. So if one person dies, it may sound different from another person. The male to female ratio is accurate and really cool to listen to them screaming on the field. Yeah, just a really, it's really fun to have these guys out there. You're gonna notice this, the Chimera. If you haven't noticed this is literally a Mark 1 chassis with a turret that is a it almost reminds me of a T-34. So yeah, you can tell the inspiration in Warhammer 40k where they got it. This is what we'd be working with. You can add, if you were to add units to your retinue, essentially, you would then use one action point. If you did an upgrade for your units, that would also be an action point, which would end your turn. What you really want to do is you want to expand out right away. And you notice how it says unclaimed, nothing's going to happen there. Unclaimed, nothing's going to happen. We're just going to take the point. However, this one right here says 100 army points. This means we're going to face a neutral faction, and then we will claim that tile, which that 100 points will go towards our reinforce. Okay, so right here we have 1470 out of 1500. Now the areas that you want to take over would be like this. This is a special one. It says claim unknown, but the if you look, you can actually see it right here. These icons at the top are different boons that you can get by taking over these locations. They're special objectives that you want to get. You want to get at least one of them. For us, the closest one is going to be right here. Not terribly far away. We should very much so work towards it. It could be a really nice boon. All right, so for starters here, what we're going to do is we don't just want to take land, we want to take army points. And I think if we can move up and over, I think that would be the best case scenario. So let's move forward one. Claim the land. There's no defender in this territory. The land is officially ours. Now we are going to claim this unclaimed area here, and we're going to be facing orcs. So that's going to be interesting. We are about on par with orcs, so we'll see what they have in store for us. Now that we're in, we get an opportunity to set up our composition. So the way that this works is essentially you can turn on and off on the right hand side and pull units off the battlefield. If you lose something, it's gone. Okay, just keep that in mind. Now that we proceed, we're gonna start just as is. This was actually pretty poor on my part. I meant to, I don't know why I did that. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to set up your units how you want them to go in order. I messed that up. Call that a rookie mistake, but normally I do it. What I would have done is I would have put the Chimera up here up front on each ends, filled them up with troops because these are troop carriers, and they double as a tank, of course. I would consider these more of like a medium to maybe a light tank, but more of they're medium tanks because of the armor, I would say. I always like to put soldiers in here, because they can come out at any point. We can get a lot farther, drop them, and go from there. The Sentinels are, they only have the flamethrowers on them right now, so we haven't upgraded anything yet, so we need to be kind of careful how we do this. Now, you want to have gaps in your line. You're going to notice that this is literally, the first round is just us getting in position. When we hit the red, that means that you're not able to, you're done with your turn for that unit. If you go to the white, you have movement points, and then you also have your action points. The action points allow us to use these special abilities and so on. So what I would like to do is I'd like to move forward with our armored sentinel. See if we can't catch the enemy. I don't want to get too far ahead. We're going to leave them right there for a second. Now, obviously, we don't want our heavy armored units or our heavy weapon squad. We don't want them going out front here and getting totally wrecked. Let's just move up one, get them in position. What we can do from here is we can put up Overwatch. And you're going to notice as we put in any kind of Overwatch here, you're going to see these eyeballs, right? The lightest eyeballs is the best effective range. The most accuracy is going to be at the highest point of the light. As it goes darker and darker, you lose accuracy 10% per place from there. So one of the things I would say is, what if you're going to set up, I would set up in a way that you have a fade like this, so they'll attack whatever, and they will switch between ammunitions, okay? Between ammunition. So the first one here is going to be the crack, which is more for tank. It's a tank buster, and then you have the frag, which is, well, for units, just basic units. Now that these guys are set up, let's get our other soldiers run up here. I'm going to have the first set over on this side, and the reason is because the AI can spawn over here, which is just very much so keep a close eye on. You can rotate your soldiers however you'd like. Again, the effective range, we're going to put it right here. If anybody comes in that way, they're going to hit them. All right, next soldiers we're going to have move up into the positions over here. Let's see. This is why you always want to set up more proper than I did. I didn't do the greatest. Also, you're going to notice here on the screen, you're going to see at the outer edge, you're going to see what looks like the crosshairs and whatnot, kind of getting smaller, larger. That's the effective range, the best range. That's the point that I was talking about. When I hover over, you can see where it's going to be best hitting. But the terrain matters. The higher up, being able to see over areas will help. You can see as they're getting smaller, those yellow crosshairs, they're getting smaller. That's the harder points to hit. So yeah, just keep that in mind as well. So like if I go right here, I can't hit anything to the northwest, to the top left, I mean. But if I keep them on the hill, they have a pretty good range, pretty good sight on things. So, all right, let's move these guys up. I was going to use the other soldiers, but let's just do this. Again, we're going to set them up to attack if anything comes up this way. The Commissar I want to have in front. He gets a bonus for everyone that he's around. He gets evasion. He also makes the units better. There's again this executability. I can kill one of the units. It'll give him more momentum, which, you know, yeah, there's definitely some. Oh geez, like I said, it's really a split between World War I and World War II, and a Commissar is more of a Russian, So you have that, and you can actually see the between what they're wearing. There's like a mix of everything going on here. I've talked about that already, but yeah, you know, the Mark I is the chassis, and then the turret again is like a T-34. So I think that there's inspiration when Warhammer 40k was set up. I think there was some real inspiration there. Move these guys over here. Again, always face your guys in the correct position, in the correct direction rather, because they will get a not a debuff. They will get a they won't get the bonus. They won't get the bonus. They will, if someone goes to attack them on their flank, it's gonna be more critical. So just keep that in mind. Obviously, that's most games, but for the sake of just saying it, I'm gonna say it. So next, let's get our mechs. Man, this terrain is really rough. This is not the best terrain here. Oh, there we go. There they are. We saw him for a second there. He actually caught on. We're gonna go like this. So what do we got over here? We just got ourselves the boys. Oh, I love the boys. I love that. The big mech. Oh, that's so cool. Dude, this is amazing. I personally have not faced the war biker. Man, I always think of war riders. But anyways, no. I've yet to face these guys in this game. But Warhammer, man, they've got a lot. If you've been a part of this, if you're a fan, you know that they have quite the reputation. Okay, let's get some more units up here. Now that we know that they're over there, this is kind of the cool thing here. Let's move up. Now I imagine that they're dual purpose, where they're decent with their weapons, with their guns, but more specifically, their melee. They probably have a frenzy ability if it's like any other Warhammer style game. So now that we were able to bring those guys up, you're gonna notice here we can get these guys. Oh, it's because they walked. I had them walk to the tank. It's kind of unfortunate. That's fine. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna block them off. They'll have to come around this way and attack us. I don't imagine they have a lot of speed besides the war biker. But let's do this here. So anybody who comes in this way is going to have to deal with a flamethrower. And we're gonna do the same thing here. I don't think these guys are gonna be well suited to fight. I'm gonna put them in the middle. Again, the less chance that they have to get attacked, the better, obviously. I messed that up in the beginning. It is what it is. Let's get this, let's get our Overwatch watched. We'll get it set up right here. Again, anything comes through here. We got a pretty good Overwatch setup on that end. On the left-hand corner, you can see all the units that are still available. You can see what units haven't been set up to end their turn. So we're gonna get the Commissar ready. See what other unit here. We do have our mech. I didn't finish him out. I'm gonna move him up one more. Still nothing. Interesting. We're gonna have him set kind of Kinney corner. Okay. Again, I think if I had to guess, I'd say they're gonna attack from the sides. And if I press space, I can lock. So they're telling us units are over there. There's movement. Ooh. Oh, he just gave them all a bonus. Okay, rockets missed him. He's got a shield.
Gotta fix this.
Yeah, you gotta fix that. Now. Nice. Holy crap, that was a hello shot. Good night, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh shoot. We're probably gonna lose these soldiers. Mind you guys, these are the fodder, okay? It's okay to lose soldiers. We don't want to, obviously you don't want to lose too much early on. If you can get out with the guys alive, that's gonna be better. Anybody can say it, but I'm just saying because it goes against your cap and then you have to reorganize everything. So we do have a lot going on over here. Oh, there they are. Oh,
there's more of them?
War Boss. Holy crap, that's awesome. Look at him come in here. Look at him go. Now, in any game, when you start playing this long enough, guys, holy crap. Flash gets. Oh, this guy's dead. No, they didn't end up attacking. Okay. So if you want to go faster with your turns, you would just at the bottom right hand corner right above the end turn, you can skip or you can like do a fast forward, just so you guys know. I know that this I'm going to speed it up after this, but just so you guys are aware of all that. Now this is really unfortunate. They are very powerful. Surprisingly, I was not expecting to be this powerful to start, but that's all right. So we want to check and see. We have our rocket team right at the bottom here. We have set up. We get all these bonuses stacks, providing that we don't move, up to 6.
Setting up and stabilizing.
See that? We're stabilizing. We're expanding our range so that we're more effective. Fire for effect. We went up 10% to hit. We also have 62% up at the top right, these guys. So what I'm thinking here, let's look at our other option here to see if it's going to be better against them, and it will. I believe. Let me double check. No, it won't. Is there a better chance to hit at least? No. Okay, well, the better option is going to be the crack. So let's, man, to hit these guys would be great. But I'm thinking that in order for us to kill these guys, we're going to have to... Okay, that was pretty decent. Let's try it with these guys. We're going to set up. We don't need to move. We got a good position here. 62 and 74, a lot better. And again, I think that's because of the terrain, because we're down here. That makes it a lot harder to hit. So just keep that in mind, that terrain really does matter. Yeah, let's fire at these guys. Perfect. This is going to be a bit of a suicide mission. I was hoping we wouldn't have to do that, but let's move up like this. Let's see if there's anybody else back here. It doesn't look like it. Might be, we might be okay.
Sentinel on the move.
Oh, there is a bunch of little guys here. The Gretchens. All these little guys. That's pretty cool. Curious how good they actually are, though. Just watch. Foreshadowing, we probably get wrecked by them, but... dang, it wasn't quite enough to kill them. Kind of surprising, but that'll be fine. Let's kind of focus our attention over here. Obviously, we had some pretty hefty damage as well on these guys. So one of the cool things, these guys attack. He does. No, he can't see us from here. Watch this. We're gonna move up with our armor. We have a heavy flamethrower on here, so we're just gonna Burn him up. We should kill that back line. We did not kill the back line. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna back up though still. Let's back up. Let's dang, can we sneak through here? No, we cannot. That's gonna be problematic. Well, we can. Let's do this. Again, because he can't hit us from right here, I don't know why he can't quite hit us. I don't know if the rock's messing things up for him to be able to hit us. We're gonna use our flamethrower, burn out the last few guys.
Fix this.
Yeah, you better fix that. It's kind of rough, huh? Alright, get him out of here. We will rotate. I want him to be able to look in this direction. Now we do have our autocannon, which we have a 70% chance to hit. We might as well light him up. If we can take out these guys on this side, we'll be fine. These guys really messed us up. They must be healing to some extent here. They have any kind of upgrades here. They got a custom force field. Negates the range damage received. Ranged armor goes up. Man, they've got they're a unique faction actually. I like what they've done with them. All right, so next we're going to 75% chance to hit them. Only 12 damage at max though. That's the only problem. And with them standing in the way, that does complicate things a little bit. Okay, you guys need to. Why don't we jump inside?
Lining up, sir.
Okay, that allows us to move. I don't know what this guy's deal is. He can't attack us, which is nice. Let's move in like this. We're going to flame these guys.
Die soon at us.
Love it. Okay, next we are going to unload our guys right here. Again, this is the cool strategy about this, and we have the opportunity to chuck a grenade right here. This should kill them all, or about to kill them all if it doesn't. Wow, they did not die. I'm actually surprised by that. You got a good hit on them. 10% chance. We got a 45. This is 59. That's really what we need right there. Oh man, killer. Well, let's do this then. What's 42%? Okay, because we're out of range here. Let's move up. Yeah, 60%. Let's use these guys first. Fair enough. Again, more fodder style. Oh, we did not. Oh, because they used a grenade. That's right. Okay. All right. Who are we gonna attack? I really want to attack him.
Armored Sentinel ready.
Sentinel, I was hoping to do something else here. Let's man, kind of a tough situation here. Let's see, what should we do? If we move up to here, I don't know if we can hit those guys. If they're gonna be just out of range, it looks like. So interesting. Well, we did fire already. We do have this is interesting. Now, one of the cool things I will say is the connoisseurs are very tanky, which is pretty cool. We can actually use that to our advantage.
Victory through discipline.
Wow, what a setup. Let's do this. We'll run over this way with him. We're gonna move up our artillery. Move them up to here. Okay, that does leave our bonus out the door essentially. We do have a 50% chance of hitting right here. Hopefully we do.
On fire, not under fire.
Okay, and then 60% chance, 3 damage,
My
or 3.
authority is inviolate.
Oh my goodness, you gotta hit those 50%. We get one more chance because the connoisseur does get 2 actions. Oh, you had such a good opportunity to kill him. Look how close he is to dead. Okay, all right.
What's next, sir?
Well, I'll tell you what's next. We need to
Moving to the battle line.
my sacrificial lamb. I think we're gonna have to just deal with the consequences of losing some of these guys. Can I shoot these? I can. We're taking a huge risk by doing that, though. That's the only problem. Yeah, we kill him. He's not going to do a lot of damage. However, a grenade to these guys is not doing much either. But it is collective, so let's do that.
Come here so we can smash your
That was
teeth
actually
out.
pretty decent. Didn't show up as a lot of damage, but it was enough. Now, he doesn't have it. Oh, I should have probably run him right here. Just making little mistakes here, guys, but not the end of the world. Let's, what's your chance? 50?
On fire,
There we go, he's
under
dead.
fire.
Okay.
My authority is inviolate.
Now, I will say, once we upgrade this unit, the squad, then you'll see the real power of these guys. Right now, obviously, we're kind of we're on a lower point here, and it doesn't help that our armored sentinel was so far forward. That was my fault. I was not expecting this to come forward,
We can smash your
but
teeth
that
out.
should be fine. We should be still rocking one way or
Awaiting your
another.
orders.
I really want to get closer. I just don't know. We'll be able. I think we'll be able to burn these guys out. Let's just do this real quick. Yeah, we'll be able to burn them out.
Firing on target.
That limits who they're gonna have to kill, or who they will kill. That'll work in our favor, obviously.
Armored Sentinel, ready.
So those guys are all good. Let's see who's available. Ah, that's right. You still have the ability to fire. Well, that's who I wanted to attack anyways.
Shields and armor holding nicely.
It is holding nicely, unfortunately. Okay. Let's hit our next guys up. And again, I know this is a little bit of a slower pace deal. Gonna move our other soldiers over here. Get right up on him. I'm very curious what he's gonna pull out of his butt. But we'll just keep chucking grenades on him for the moment. There is a cooldown that does leave our action points, but now we will let them go. And I'm gonna speed up what they do. Here comes the little guys. What's he gonna do?
They're shooting back.
Oh, shoot. That was his move? He did that? Wow, he took out those guys. Holy crap. Dang, the war boss. Oh my goodness, the war boss. Oh, shit. Oh my gosh.
Nothing escapes my scrutiny.
Okay, well. Holy cow, and they got all those guys as well. Alright, well, let's, I really want to see how this plans out here. Let's see how this burns out these guys, if it's going to be effective.
Come here so we can smash your teeth out.
Okay, so fire does work pretty good against them. Did anybody
What
not
next,
use a
sir?
grenade? No, they did.
Lining up, sir.
Okay. Walk. Yeah,
Awaiting your orders.
the wah.
Come here so we can smash your teeth out.
Holy cow. Okay. Let's come back now. We don't have to stay, especially after you
Victory
attack. That's one of
through
the nice
discipline.
things. One thing I am going to do though.
Advance.
Let's take on the war boss here. He does have the attack of opportunity. Let's see. We can get him on his side, I think. We can. Awesome. Here we go.
Flee or be cut down where you stand.
Holy crap. I didn't do jack. Alright. Alright, that's fine. What we're going to do now is we are going to entrench.
Stabilizing.
Stabilize, yep. And then we're going to blow them away. That's hopefully the deal. Look at that. Single target. Gotta love it. We are going
Setting
to
up and stabilizing.
stabilize. Light him up.
What a pathetic little shooter.
Doesn't show that he has attack of opportunity. Let's run up. It'd be pretty funny if the Commissar can kill him. There we go.
Didn't feel a thing.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Alright. Okay, now we're gonna move him back. There's no reason to have him close to the battle. You actually survived way longer than I thought you would, based on everything. Especially with those units being over there. It's not over, guys. It's not over. I'm actually surprised. This has turned out a little bit different from my other run that I was playing, at least for the starting mission, but I gotta say I absolutely love the orcs. I think that they seem like they'd be a really fun faction to dive into. Let's hopefully blow this guy up
Oh,
here.
hit me, not me bike.
Ha! He comes off the bike and then gets back on. That's cool. Very, very cool. All right. Let's have our soldiers face forward here. I think
Next, sir.
anything that comes forward, we need to be able to see them. All right, so we got the left side of the map taken care of. Now this side is going to be a little bit more tricky. Technically, we're better at a distance. I just got to find the right. That's apparently it. So let's go this way. Okay, we're gonna turn. Yeah, 80% chance we should hit most of these, if not all.
Shields and armor hold it nicely.
You are very confident on that shield and armor crap, huh? Let's do this.
Firing on target.
Burn him out.
Flaw in the armor. Ah,
Oh, he's still hanging on. What a bastard. All right.
Armored sentinel ready.
Very interesting. I want to. No. We're gonna move. Oh man, that's tough. I want to be far enough away. Okay, that's a good shot right there. Then again, I do want to take this guy out. We could just move back, let the little guys run up. Let the goblins run up. We'll, yeah. I'm gonna go like this real quick. We're gonna move up. There we
Sentinel
go.
on the move.
Yeah, it'll force these guys forward. We're gonna kill him.
Firing on target.
gotta fix this.
Yeah, you're gonna have to fix it. You're gonna die. He's gone. I really like that unit. That was a pretty sick unit. Yeah, okay. Next, we are going to...
Awaiting orders. Carrying the load.
Did I end this guy's turn, or what's going on? Why did that not... Huh. Okay. I was thinking I was going to have an Overwatch over here, but I did not. Alright.
We've
The
got
only
your
thing that
firepower.
sucks is having our AT so far forward, because now we can't attack him. I was really hopeful that I could get a shot on him.
Armored
That will not be the
sentinel
case,
ready.
which is fine. Okay. Like I said, dirty match. It's a very dirty match to start, but we'll keep going. See what comes up. What's this all about here? Melee. A little bit of melee. Oh my gosh.
Heads down, counter fire.
Okay. So the goal
Victory
is,
through
the
discipline.
target is 80, okay? So if we kill enough units, that's all that matters. Don't have to make it complicated here. Let's,
Grenade out!
oh, that was actually sick. Okay. Let's just do this. Okay, those guys are down. Man, that did not take
Heavy
much off.
weapons.
Heavy weapons, here we go. Perfect shot.
No, not the paint job.
Okay, he's gone.
Setting up and stabilizing.
Settle up.
Setting up and
Stabilize.
stabilizing.
Can do the same thing again. We'll do it to these
Opening
guys.
fire.
Oh, look at that. It's the AoE. So this doesn't show as much damage, but you got to look at the splash damage. So when you're facing a bunch of units, then you want to use that. Even though the damage looks indifferent, it looks like it wouldn't do as much. Okay, gonna move him
Advance.
over. We are going to Overwatch. Like that. Gonna have this guy
Setting up and stabilizing.
stabilize. And we will...
Opening fire.
There we go. See, only one of them, and that's the damage that we're looking at. So fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, Commissar, we're gonna have Commissar. We're gonna have come over here, Commissar. Anyways, sorry. We come this way. We'll again have him face forward.
With conviction.
You. Oh man, I don't want to sacrifice him, but there's a part of me that's like wants to sacrifice him. Okay, well let's do this real quick,
Armored Sentinel, ready.
because I have a feeling they're gonna want to obviously take out this, which they probably, I could honestly see them doing so.
Chimera transport ready.
Gonna move the transports up. Do this. Chimera is gonna do a lot of work here in the next turn. They're gonna have their heavy flamethrowers back,
Keeping watch.
so that's one of the nice things, obviously. Okay. I don't know what else. Oh yeah, that's right. You. Go like this. We'll put them behind the rock. We just want them to get close enough where we can give them the business. Okay, is that everybody? That's everybody. Let's see what they do. This tug of war, guys, is intense. It's not intense. It's crazy. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully. Oh. It's just tickling the goblin. Yeah, we're gonna lose him. That's fine. Oh, he didn't have the range. Wow, I thought he put him in. No, I was just trying to run him as far as possible. Okay, good. Yeah, we're about to win this. It's pretty much over, and I can tell you right now, the reason is because of our because of these guys. Believe it or not, it's kind of funny. We'll go like this. This might just win us the match right here. Flamethrowers right in the line. It's gonna burn out for sure. These guys, the goblins. Next, we're gonna have like this. 60 damage. Well, 60. Well, the armor's what's killing it, but we'll just fire at them.
Right through me armor.
Right through me armor. All right. Next, we'll just shoot these guys. Okay.
We've
Do
got
that.
firepower.
Trench. We'll use this on. Let's use it on these guys.
Don't they know who we are?
Jeez, man. Jeez. All right. Do it again.
Setting up and stabilizing.
Set up. And actually, we're going, instead of hitting these front guys, we're going to hit the back. And I'll show you in the reason in a second here.
Armor.
Yeah, right through your armor.
Victory through discipline.
I have one other plan there as well, but yeah, okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to walk up right here. Gonna use the flamethrower on these orcs.
We're under fire.
Just kill her, man. Just kill her.
Through me armor.
Yep, right through your armor. And then we will walk up right here as well.
Sentinel on the move.
Okay, and we are going to burn these goblins out and kill them as well. And that should give us the win, if not close.
They know who we are.
They didn't die. Wow, okay. Little surprise there. That could be something that could be unfortunate, but it won't be.
Flee or be cut down where you stand.
There we go. So you get a bonus for running up and attacking if you make your intentions known. And now we're gonna do it to these guys. Look at them, just eating these guys. It's amazing. Okay. Next, we will. Man, I thought that would be the end. No, you will die if you make your intentions known. So we're gonna go like this. Run up here, and then we will cut them up.
Flee or be cut down where you stand.
Oh, so close. We're 4 away from winning. I know we have these guys, but I was really hopeful that that wouldn't be the case, that we'd have to use these. Well, here's the deal. We got 2 options. One, we'll hit these guys up first.
We're under fire.
Okay, that didn't do as much as I was hoping. We'll
Rolling
move
into action.
him over. Flamethrow these guys.
Supporting fire.
Right through me armor.
Right, Fumiyama. Oh, that never gets old. Alright. Gonna move him up.
Chimera transport
Why
ready.
do you want to do that? Come this way.
We'll
Go.
get you there.
Okay, we'll use our flamethrower.
Right through me armor.
And that's it. 80. Alright, so again, we needed 80 points. I understand that was not the best showing right there. I know two ways about it, but we still ended up coming through, and it's not something where we have to spend money to set up our army. It just sets us a point back. So let's go to the battle map, and I'll show you what that exactly does. Again, it's better to have lost some of your guys than obviously to lose altogether, but it's not as big of a dip as you may anticipate. So so what we're gonna do is we're gonna end our turn. We're gonna see what the enemy decides to do. So they're gonna take over this calculating it was battle. So their PT is gonna get higher. You're gonna see that in just a second. They reinforced, so they lost a lot of troops. Just like actually, they lost more units than we did. And yes, I'm saying that for myself. But holy cow, they almost lost completely. So see how they had to reinforce to keep themselves back, to keep themselves upright. We don't have to do as much as they did. Now, taking over the strategic point did give them auxiliary force, which is 300 army points. That's what that is. And then let's go to our upgrades real quick here. So we got 4 points for an upgrade. So I decided to go a different route here. We're gonna end up going with show steel.
Disobedience, disorder, sloth.
Yep.
Each one a sin punishable by death.
Perfect. And then what we're gonna do is we will do we will do the this one right here. We'll do the power sword. And the power sword is an upgrade that we can.
Disorder, sloth. Each one a sin punishable by death.
Correct. So the reason why, so we just upgraded our units, right? So in doing so, that took one of our turns. So we only have one more action point we can do. Now, one of the issues that does arise with this, and this is why you don't want to lose a lot of soldiers right away, but it isn't the end of the world type of thing, okay? So if we go to reinforce, right, it doesn't cost us anything to add a unit to our army. So if I go to do the tank commander right here, again, really sweet, right? And there's a bunch of variants
That's
to
what
this
I bring
tank.
to the table. A whole lot of tanks.
Perfect. You know, and you have all these weapons that are now going to be at your disposal and all that. While this is great, you lose your turn. So now they get to advance further on the map, and you do not. However, we did upgrade considerably with this unit. Yes, just keep that in mind when you are choosing. We do have a few more points we can add. We could probably add another. We probably should add another shock troop. Let's do the shock troop. Now we're at 1600.
Fail, 1,000 can succeed.
Okay, cool. So now if we go to our connoisseurs, we have the power sword. We can use the power sword, or we can use the chain sword. Now the chain sword and the power sword does more damage, more slashing damage. It has more armor piercing and same accuracy and everything. It's just an upgraded version. So now these guys are really deadly in hand-to-hand combat. Okay. So again, this is what you're looking at. I know this has been a longer video, guys, and I know the battle itself actually took me by surprise. I thought that was going to be easier than it was, but not facing those foes, I would have done things a little bit different. They are I gotta say, orcs are going to be an exciting one to play as. But yeah, so we're over the max for whatever reason here. I thought I had the right amount. We'll just get rid of one of the troops. That's fine. But again, see. It's not a big deal. Like, there's no money that goes into these. But now that we've reinforced, now we have no more points, and they get to go. So, anyways, guys, here's the deal. If you guys would like to see more content like this, if you'd like to see a campaign, I'm all about it. I would really love to bring this to the channel, but it's got to be worthwhile. So all I'm asking, guys, is a like. That's it. Just like the video. If you want to comment, obviously commenting is the next step up. That matters. I can have all the subs in the world, but if I don't have people communicating, if I don't have people enjoying the videos, what's the point? And that goes for the YouTube world, either way, for me or the YouTube world. So, yeah, with that being said, guys, hopefully, again, you did like it. And without further ado, I will see you in the next video.